So correct for everything?
Yeah, I got the same answers.
Yeah, great. Good. Anyone else than this who solved everything? Got the answers? Why is this group so silent? We have only 3 to 4 persons to speak. Now the question number 4 rises: is anyone here who have not at all solved the problems? You guys can unmute and speak too. Say okay, I didn't solve it. Not a problem. Anyone here who have not at all solved the problem? Anyone who tried and didn't get the answers? Anyone who have the answer as none of the above? No, we have only 3 to 4 persons to speak in a group of 43. Okay, except me. It's a group of 42. We have 42 persons in which only 4 speaks. ಉಳಿದ 38 ಏನಾದರೂ ವ್ರತ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಮಾತಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಟ್ ಫಿಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೋಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾ ಕಹೆಂಗೆ ಲೋಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾ ಸೋಚೆಂಗೆ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಜನರೇನು ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಜನರೇನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊತಾರೆ, ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ವರಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಬಿ ಓಪನ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಕ್. You are speaking with me, not with some CM PM. So it's not a issue that if you go wrong, I'll be correcting it. Anyone, guys, who have not solved, who have tried but didn't get the answer? So we have only one person. Was that Swati BM who solved everything?
Yep.
Great. Anyone other than we have Shubha who has solved 6 questions. Great. And any others who have solved 6, 5, 4, 3?
ನಾನು ಫುಲ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಪ್ಪ.
Okay, Kanapa. Okay, we have Rakshat. I'm really sorry. From mechanical who has solved everything. So anyone else?
I solved 6.
Okay, solved 6. Which question do you have doubt in, ma?
Fourth question.
Okay, fourth question. We have a person who have doubt in the fourth question. Was that the question same? Okay, many have doubts in fourth one. Okay, did you solve the sixth one?
Yes.
You have solved sixth one, but you have the doubt in question number 4. That's great. Like, not a problem. Sometimes it happens. Other than that, guys, quick guys, please be quick. Don't waste someone's time, or else I would continue. Okay, I'm hearing one more.
ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು?
Assignment answer is to
15 ಬರುತ್ತಾ? 15 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್.
which question? Can you share the answers?
15
again?
kilometers.
The answer has joined little late. Anvita, are you not there in the group? Like in the WhatsApp group, I have shared the answers in the group. If you didn't get it, then I'll share here too. But if you need the PDF of answers that I have done, I have sent it in the group. If you have any friends in the group,
ಐ ಗೆಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಡೇ ಟು ಡೇ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ದೇ ವೋಂಟ್ ಮಿಸ್.
sure, I'll go through that. But sadyake we will just, as my phone has got encountered a problem, so it has been moved to a safe mode where it is not opening any downloaded things. Let me see. Okay, fine. So we have some persons who have doubt on question number sorry, what was the question number 4, and we have some who have doubt on question number 3. Now there are many who have got the answers for question number 6 as well. I'm very happy that they got the answer for question number 6. Fine, then we'll solve with the questions. The question is like, a man walks 1 kilometer towards east and then he turns. Is my screen visible? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it is not.
No.
Sorry. Yeah, now
Visible.
Yes.
thank you. Okay, the question is like, a man walks 1 kilometer towards east and then he turns to south and walks 5 kilometers again he turns to east and walk 2 kilometer. After this he turns to north and walks 9 kilometer. Now how far is he from his starting point? The first thing which we should do is to club the question parts of the question. That is 1, 2, 3 and the fourth part. Now how does this work? First thing goes like, a man walks 1 kilometer towards east. Imagine a man is at a point somewhere around here. Now he walks 1 kilometer towards east. So is the line color visible. I think I need to take some darker. Better to go with black. This doesn't be a black, not a problem. Is this lines visible, guys, for you? Any problem with visibility?
No.
So you can see the lines, right? Fine. A man walks 1 kilometer towards east. From his initial point, a man will walk 1 kilometer towards his east. This color is so bright. I think I should change it. Okay. Then what happens? Then he turns to south and walks for 5 kilometers. Then it turns to south. Now which direction is south? Downwards.
Downwards.
And walks for 5 kilometers. Right. Now again he turns to east and walks 2 kilometers. Now the east will be same, right? He turns to east and walks 2 kilometers. Then he turns to north and walks 9 kilometers. Again he is turning towards the north to walk for a distance of how much? 9, right? Walk for a distance of 9 kilometers. Now how far is he from his starting point? So we have doubts for this question, right? So how to solve it? Basically what you should do is, as these all are the straight lines with the angle of 90 degree, you just draw a dotted line from the initial point to the final point. This is your final point, right? And you draw a dotted line like this. Clear till here? Clear, right? The one who had doubt. Is this clear till here? If you say yes, I'll proceed.
Yes.
Now as the distance between this point to this point is 2 kilometers, the same will be in the opposite side, because it is like a rectangle. As we have the angles as 90 degree, there will be straight lines moving. So whenever you draw a straight line like this side, the opposite sides will be always equal. The distance between this point to this point will be equals as the distance between this point to this point. So it is 2 kilometers. Now whenever I say the opposite sides are equal, if the left side line is equal to 5 kilometers, then the right will also be equal to 5. So distance between this point to the below point will be 5 kilometers. Now as the total distance is 9 kilometers from the top to bottom, and we know the distance between these 2 points is 5 kilometers, the remaining part which we have will be equal to 9 minus 5 kilometers. Now what is 9 minus 5?
4.
Okay, it's 4, right? Now we have a triangle which has a base, a perpendicular and a hypotenuse. We need this hypotenuse value, right? They have asked you to find this hypotenuse value. Now what is the distance of the base? It is distance from this point to the end point. You cannot just take from this point to this point and simply finish it. This is the initial point, so you need a complete triangle to solve it. So the total distance will be 1 plus 2, which will be equal to 3, and this side, the height or the perpendicular, would be equal to 4. Whenever you solve using the Pythagoras theorem, it will be equal to 3 square plus 4 square, that is nothing but 9 plus 16. So the side square will be, hypotenuse square will be equal to 25. On solving the square roots, you will be getting the value as 5 kilometers. You got it, the one who had doubt on this?
Yes, it is clear.
Okay, fine. Everyone got it, right? The persons who had doubt on it, I think you have got this thing clear. Next, there was a doubt in question number 4. Now I just suggested you an idea yesterday, but I would like to give one more beautiful idea to solve this. Yeah, now it's fine. Now guys, what you need to do is, instead of drawing those things, you need to have a common logic that whenever sunrise takes place in the morning, your shadow will be in which direction? As I said, it will be towards west, right? Now instead of drawing this, let's just make the things up and feel that, like, without drawing we can just solve this using our mindsets. Now how we can do it? As I have given you a table, right? You guys know the values, like the answers. Like if it is in the morning, when we face east, our image will be behind us, right? Is my sound audible?
Yes.
Any glitches? No. If there is any glitches, please inform so that I could not know. So let's just okay. In morning, when we are facing east, our shadow will be at our backward direction, and when we face west, shadow will be at our front side. When we are facing south, it's not like you are at the south. If you do this, like if you take 4 lines and imagine you are at this point, it doesn't mean that you are at north. These 4 lines, these 2 lines are just for the representation of direction. It is not like you are standing, and if you imagine if you are at this point, it doesn't mean you are at north. It is simply means that you are facing a direction. The problem just goes with at what direction you face, not at what direction you stand. There is no such problem which comes like this with respect to sunrise and sunset or morning and evening, which ask you where you are standing, but it simply asks you at what direction you are facing. So when you are facing south, at your image or your shadow will be at left of you, right? Sorry.
Right.
It's right.
Yes, thank you. Your shadow will be at right of you, and when you are facing north, your shadow will be at left of you. You guys know this? The one who had doubt on the problem, if you guys know this much, you can solve the question. Now you may ask how to solve this. Now look, one morning after sunrise, Vikram and Shailesh were standing in a lawn with their back towards each other. Now they have given that they are standing in a lawn with their back towards each other, right? So the persons who are standing are not facing themselves, instead they are facing the opposite directions. So if a person Vikram is like watching north, then the person who is showing his back will be watching south direction. I may have done a mistake in the answer. Let me just correct it. I didn't see the word as back towards each other. So let me solve this so that even if someone has got it right, then it's great. If someone has got it wrong, I mean, if you have seen my answer and felt the answer is right, then it's great. So back in towards the Vikram shadow fell exactly to the left hand side. So for Vikram, his shadow fell towards the left hand side. Now when your shadow will be on the left hand side, when you are facing north, right? So it's clear that Vikram is facing towards north. You got this point? No sounds? Hello?
It's
Please respond, guys. I would feel like my mic is muted. So as Vikram's shadow is towards his left hand side, Vikram is facing north, but the question is regarding to Shailesh, right? I may have written the answer as north. Is that so? Did I write the answer as north in the answer?
Yes.
Sorry, the answer will be the opposite side of Vikram. I didn't see this line. Backs towards each other, so that you guys could just correct it. So Shailesh will be, who is showing his back to back of Vikram, will be facing to the opposite direction, that is south. You guys got it? I'm really sorry for the wrong answer. You got it right, everyone?
Yes.
Anyone who have solved and got it south and just seeing by my answer just ticked it as north, saying that he knows better than me, so he must be right. Anyone have done this? Sometimes even your lecturers may go wrong somewhere. Sorry for that. Okay, everyone cleared with the problems, right? Anything more to add? Any questions? You guys can ask. If you have no questions, you can just say no. We have some messages. Thank you, bro. I'll check. Yeah. Any doubts, guys? Or can I move to the next topic? We don't have sounds too. There are some who just unmute their mic and then suddenly mute off. Why? I won't hit you guys, don't worry. I won't be making fun of you. You guys can reply. Any doubts till now? Yes or no? Hail Rama.
No doubts.
One.
No, no,
Oh, cool, yeah. Please.
No, sir.
Okay. Abba, Shivane. Why did I ask? Okay. Now, before going to the second topic, I have got many questions from some people like, I really need a placement job. How should I prepare? I had one question from someone saying, I have both academics as well as placement preparation now. How could I prepare for it? And there are some like, what should I learn? Being a non-IT, what should I learn? And there are someone like, I have done some of these programming languages. Which should I go with? If you guys have these questions, I'll be giving you all the answers right now. First thing is how to balance your academics and the placement preparation. Before going to the second topic of blood relations, I would just clear all these things and I will move. Just pardon me with 10 minutes. So basically what you guys can do is give your 30 minutes or 1 hour of time for these preparations daily, so that the maximum time of yours you can just go with the academics. And I was even shocked by seeing a student of EIT learning in this lockdown as well. We having exams on the end of this month, don't know what are the subjects we have in this year. Very sad for me. So yeah, guys, so you can prepare for your academics as well, but please give around 30 minutes to 1 hour. 1 hour, 1 hour is must. If you can extend, you can extend it, not 30 minutes. You have to give 1 hour because you are in the third year, that is a 6th sem. From the very beginning of your next sem, you will be having the placement drives. Even you don't know when the exams will start for you, so it might be a like a crash between your placement drives and your exams, such that if your exams if it gets conducted in mid of August or starting of September, you will have your placement drives at October as well. So you guys cannot even take a deep breath and start preparing. So give 1 hour, minimum of 1 hour is to be given to your placement works, so that remaining time you can just go with the academics thing. Or if you have more time, just give around 20 to 30 minutes for the coding part too. Maybe the basics of the programmings or some of the coding parts that you do, anything would be fine. Now moving with which coding should I learn? For non-ITs, that like mechanical, civil, aeronautics, which you guys have, you guys can just go with the C language. Complete basics of C language with the basic programmings will be good for you. But in Infosys, there is a part called as pseudocode, where they will be giving you code and you need to answer it. There may be different coding languages in which they may give. Those languages may be either of Java, C, C++, or sometimes Python. So it is not necessary for you guys to learn that coding language. Instead, if you guys know the logic of solving the problem, it would be very good for you, because the logics will be same in every programming language, just the syntaxes will change in the programming languages. Now imagine there is a problem of adding two numbers and dividing the final sum of the number by 2. The process will be same in different languages, but the coding, the syntaxes which you use will be different. So you guys should know the logic of the program to solve. You guys should know the basics of the coding languages. For ITs, for non-ITs, I would prefer go with C. If you are good with C and if you really want to learn more, I prefer you to go for Python. For ITs, if you have idea of basics of Java, I think Java would be good for you. Or else, if you feel Python is free, there are someone who said Python would be free for me. Even going with Python is very good, but whenever you learn any basics of coding language like Java, Python and C++, keep in mind that you need to learn all the OOPS concepts, data structures and OS operating systems as well. Completely basics would be fine for you guys. So this is all about coding, coding part that you should learn. And the third thing is, don't mix different coding simultaneously. You feel like I know the basics of Java, I know the basics of Python, I know the basics of C++, I will learn all three simultaneously. Don't ever do this. It is not because you cannot store everything, it's simply because whenever they ask you some questions with mixing, there may be a chances that you might skip or you might just forget the topic which you need to present. Because no matter how 100% confidence you have, whenever you sit in front of HR or the technical person who is asking you the questions, there will be a small amount of fear in you. So please don't do that. Instead, go with the one programming language straightly, complete everything you want to complete in that. So it would be a good idea. Anything else from this, you guys can ask me. I think you have got everything which I said till now. Rather than this, I'll be starting the topic now. You guys can ask me after completion of the topic. So now moving to the topic, the second topic that we'll be doing today is the blood relations. Now, direction sense and blood relations are the two medium level problems that you will get in the placement rise, because these two are only the tougher things which you get. The remaining things like coding, decoding, syllogisms, non-verbal reasoning, and statements and conclusion will be just your mindset running. It's not that how I teach. I can't say that okay, this kind of question will appear in those things. I can say which kind of questions appear in blood relations and direction sense, but in coding and decoding, non-verbal reasoning and syllogisms, they may ask you any kind of questions. The thing which you need is to run your brain. Now moving to the second part, blood relations. If you say it in Kannada, it is called as Rakta Sambandhagalu. You have a song called as Oh My Friend, Rakta Sambandhagalu. The same thing works here. Blood relations is called as Rakta Sambandhagalu. And the thing which you guys should do is, you don't compare the Kannada relations with the English blood relations. Basically, you call your mother's brother as Mama, and whenever you translate this, you feel this as father-in-law, but in the blood relations it works as maternal uncle. So don't do that mistakes. I will tell you some of the main important things that you should remember during blood relations. The first things which you guys should do is know what are the relations between a person and person and how it is determined. So basically, if you have a brother, if your father and mother has a son except you, then he will be called as your brother. You guys know this. Now the same thing works this, there is something called as uncle or aunt son or daughter will be called as cousin. Now uncles or aunt son cannot be called as a brother. It will always be cousin. There is sometimes you will be calling him as brother. Don't do that. Only your father, if there comes a conditions like he is the brother of this person, it simply means that both of them are sons of the same father and mother. So it cannot be like brothers, sister and all. So it is, if there are two brothers, it simply means that they both are sons of their single father and single mother. So uncles or aunt, son or daughter is called as cousin. Son of father and mother is called as brother. Similarly, daughter of father or mother is also called as sister, and uncle or aunt's son or daughter, uncles or aunt daughter is also called as cousin. You guys know these basic things, I guess. Chikkappa and Makla, you basically call them as Anna, Akka, Tengi, Tama, but in English or in blood relations you call them as cousins. Don't just, there are many chances that you guys mix up with brother and cousins. And the next thing is brother of father. It either may be elder brother of your father or younger brother of your father. It is uncle. It is not like big uncle and small uncle. It is just uncle. Doddappa Chikkappa will be equal to uncle. It will not be big uncle or small uncle. Now, brother of father is called as uncle, whereas brother of mother is called as maternal uncle. The one thing I should say is how to remember, if there is some relations which come with respect to mother, you can just add it as maternal. If it's mother's father, then it's maternal grandfather. If it's mother's mother, maternal grandmother. Mother's brother, maternal uncle. Mother's sister, maternal aunt. Dodama. Now Dodama simply means, you can just say it as brother, it is, or Karthik, it is aunt, right? Because it is Dodama. You say Dodappa as uncle, why can't you say Dodama as aunt? It's not possible. It is not the rule which is made in blood relations. It would be called as maternal aunt, because that woman or that aunt which you have is relation of your mother. So you should add word called as maternal. Whenever you get a question with related to maternal, it simply means that that person is a relative of your mother. If you won't get something as maternal, straight as uncle, it might be your father's brother. So sometimes they will be giving you as paternal as well. Maternal is called as yam, where paternals will be starting with word p. Paternal is nothing but any relations of father. You guys have this out here, just check it out. Any relations of mother is called as maternal, and any relation of father side is called as paternal. It is need not compulsory that you should have paternal, but you should show it as maternal whenever it comes to your mother's relative. For father's relative, you can just say it as uncle, aunt as well, but whenever it comes to mother's relative, it should be maternal aunt and maternal uncle, maternal grandfather, maternal grandmother. Other things that you guys should remember, you guys know all these stuffs, I guess. Sister of father is aunt, sister of mother is, see, you have it as aunt, it is not aunt, this is maternal aunt. He had a problem here. Sister of mother will be maternal aunt. So again, other thing is father of father is grandfather. These things you guys know. These things are not necessary. Fathers of mother father is great maternal grandfather. These are very very rare asked questions. Mothers of mother is maternal grandmother. Mother of mother's mother is great maternal grandmother. Everything is fine. Now, son's wife is called as daughter-in-law. You guys know this, I guess. Sose can be your son's wife. Now, not at present, not your son's wife at present. After you get a son, after your son gets a wife, then she would be called as daughter-in-law. Or daughter's husband is called as son-in-law, or what you call as aliya in Kannada, and both in Malayalam, I guess. So daughter's husband will be son-in-law. I think you guys know this. This thing is the thing which you guys really need. Brother's son or sister's son is called as nephew. Brother's son or sister's son is called as nephew. Brother's daughter or sister's daughter is called as niece. The person who has a good English proficiency in speaking knows these things. But there are some people who may not be good in English. They don't know some of the words to pronounce, or they might have not been taught by these words. So for those guys, just remember brother's son or sister's son, Annana, Tammana, Athwa, Akkana, Tengiya, Maga will be nephew. Annana Maglu, Athwa Tammana Maglu, Akkan Maglu, Tengi Maglu will be your niece. If you remember these things, it would be fine. You guys know the remaining thing, I guess. If it's sister's husband, you can just translate it to Kannada. Akkan Ganda will be brother-in-law. Annan Ganati will be sister-in-law. These things will be. I think you guys know it. Annan Ganati Atike antivi. Atike is nothing but sister-in-law. Akkan Gandang Bava antivi. Bava is nothing but brother-in-law. Are you guys clear with these things? Can I move further? Or do we have any doubt in any point? You guys can ask. Guys, you just type in chat box if you have any doubt, or if you don't have doubt.
You can move on.
Okay, thank you. Moving further. Wait a second. Yeah. The problem with yeah. Moving with some of the tips that you guys should remember when you are doing blood relations is that tip number 1: if a person in a blood relation question is a male, represent him with the single apostrophe symbol. What you guys in IT call it, I don't know. You guys should use this symbol. For example, you have M. If this person is male, I have just named this let a person be called as M and is a male. I'll be using a single apostrophe. For example, a boy's name is Rahul, and if you want to represent it, you have to do it with single line. Why you should do this is, whenever you do a long lengthy blood relationship problem, there might be a chances that you forgot something, like whether he's a boy or a girl, so that you have to come back again and just check, okay, he's a boy, he's a girl. Rather than doing that, whenever you write a tree, I will be saying you about the tree as well. You will be using a family node tree. Whenever you use a tree, if you have a very lengthy tree, you might get confused that whether that person which I have written is a boy or a girl. To represent this, you use single apostrophe and you use single quote and double quote. Is this called as quote? Am I right? Is this quote, I guess. So if a person is male, you just represent him with single quote. If a person is female, you just represent her with double quote, as I have done this out here. Next tip is, if there are more than 2 relation line, use family tree node. Now what does this family tree node is? Anyone of you have heard Vamshriksha? Anyone of you have seen family tree node of your family? Like it will be
Yes.
everyone have seen. Anyone?
Yes.
It would be a long like a tree chain, right? 1 will be divided into 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, and so on. This will be called as family tree nodes or family tree. And the nodes is like the small representations of the person. This would be a node, or X is a node, this M will be a node. These are called as nodes, and the representation is called as family tree. And why would they do is they will feel like, okay, if a node is divided into 2, that simply means that that person have 2 children. That is the way of representing. And if he get married, it will be used with an arrow mark or something. And if the married couple has 2 children again, they will be again using the double nodes, and they will be representing those 2 children as well. You got the logic, right? You guys got how the family tree works. I will show you with the problems as well. Now if there is more than 2 relation line, don't use it for 2 relations line. There will be some conditions, there will be very rare conditions where you will be getting 2 relations to solve. If you have 2 relations, there is no need of using the family tree, or else you guys go with the family tree. There is a single problem, a family tree which consists of a father X and a mother Y with a son M. Why did I say father and mother is? I will tell you this later, but for this one, this node is a subnode for this line, right? For X and Y, I have written a subnode. Whenever you draw a subnode in blood relations, it simply means that person is either son, that means this person M is either son or daughter of this person. And I have used a single line here, which simply means M is a boy, so M should be the son of X and Y. So this is how I represent a tree node, and it may go in different way. I will tell you how this works. Before that, we will be just seeing some more things. Now whenever you draw a relation between these things, guys, if you follow blood relations, it's very easy for you, so that you can solve. How the blood relations questions works is, sometimes they may give one question and they may ask you 5 sub questions in that. There is one question at the last of this topic, and I have given an question in the assessment as well, which has one main question and 2 sub questions for the same line. So this thing always happens. So this is the thing you guys should remember, that is a tree node, how to represent a male, how to represent a female. Next things is, whenever you draw a relation between husband or wife or husband, you guys draw a relation having arrows at both the ends. This is how you draw the relation between wife and a husband, which has arrow at both the ends, right? Now how could you say this person is husband, this person is wife? A person who has a single quote above his head, that person will be a boy. So if they both have arrows, that person will be the husband. And a person who has double quotes above her head, she would be called as woman, and even she has the arrow line with that person, that is a double arrow is given between both. It simply proves that both of them are husband and wife. So this is how you represent husband and wife, that is using double arrowhead. And if you don't use any arrowheads, that simply means that they both are either brothers, they both are either sisters, they both can be either brother and sister, they both can be either sister or brother. So there may be many relations like that, but for an example I have taken an example between a brother and a sister here. Now A is a brother and B is the sister. I have not used any arrow lines out here. Okay, so that simply means, that simply means both of them are either brother and sister. Now how could you determine that person is a boy or girl? It is just depending on the quote. If you draw a single wrong quote, I mean a single quote or double quote, if you miss it somewhere, instead of for a girl, if you write it for a boy, there are chances that the whole problem may go wrong. Your answer would be completely wrong if you draw a wrong thing. You will be ticking the answers for sure. That is the even everything will be the MCQs, but whenever you solve it, you may get the answer which is to be granddaughter as grandson, but you won't have the option as grandson in the options. If you have it and if you tick it, you are doomed. If else, you have to recheck it back. The maximum time that one person should give for logical is not more than 45 seconds. If you give the time for one question more than 45 seconds, it will be a problem for you to solve everything. So this is how it works. So this is a relation between a brother and a sister, which I have given as an example. You use the simple straight line without any arrow to represent the relation between a brother and a sister. So now, if you have a relation of daughter with son or daughter or son with the parents, draw a sub node. How you do this? You write a node between husband and a wife. You draw a sub node and you use a arrow mark. If you write a straight arrow mark, you might get like confusion that the straight arrow mark is for brother and sister. Don't do that. Instead, you use a straight arrow mark with an arrow, and then you draw the and then you write the son or the daughter's name which is given to you. This is how you guys do this is how you guys just initiate the problem at the beginning. If you guys could do everything at the beginning perfectly, then the remaining things will always go easy. Everything is clear till now? Any doubts in any topic, I could solve it for you. If it's clear, anyone could.
Yes.
So then I think I can proceed further. So next, next moving with the topic, moving with the problems. This one note has a huge problem of moments. Okay. Now I will be moving with some simple problem, as I do always, simple to complex. This is a simple problem where we need to draw nodes. Why should we draw nodes? Because we have more than one relations here. We have one relation, 2, 3. So we have more than one relation. So we should draw the relation curve. Now what is the first relation given? If A is the brother of B, so how should we represent the brother sister line? A straight line without any arrow mark. You can write A in any side or B in any side. It's all left to you guys. What is the given thing? If A is brother of B, imagine a person A and a person B. What is the question asked? A is the brother. So for a person who is male, I will use a single quote. For the person who is a female, I will be using the double quote. Now I cannot use double quote for B. Why? Because we don't know whether B is boy or a girl. It is simply given that A is the brother of B, but we don't know whether B is boy or girl. What should we do? We should move to the further steps too before deciding what gender B is. So we know that A is the brother of B, so we have used a single line. And the next line is B is the sister of C. Even for the sister, you use the same line. Take a line, extend it to a point and draw the name of the next person, that is C. Now B is the sister of whom? B is the sister of C. So it simply means B is a girl. Now I want to ask you guys, can you say me the relation that is how A is related to C? Can anyone tell me how A is related to C? Not C related to A. How is A related to C?
Brother of C.
Brother.
Yeah,
Brother.
if it's brother of sister, it simply means everyone are from the same parent, right? We can simply call it as brother. So the answer is brother. The one who have given the answer is right. Great. That will be brother. So A will be the brother of C as well. So now, what is the next line? Moving to the next line. C is the father of D. Now C is the father of D. You don't know any relations for the mother. You can just take C as a male, right? Why am I taking C as male? Because C is the father of some person. So I'll be taking C as a male, and I'll be drawing a line down because C is father of some child. Let me denote that person as D. I don't know whether the D is boy or a girl. You guys got till here? Any doubt till here? You guys can ask me the doubt. Any doubt till this point?
No doubt.
Okay, you guys have no doubt. Yeah, fine. Now, what is the question asked? How is D related to A? Now, can anyone say? The question is, how is D related to A?
Nephew.
Wait a second. How many of you say, I say it as nephew? How many you say nephew? Just say me the answer as yes. Nephew.
Yes.
1, 2.
We don't know
Yes.
he is male or
Wait a second. There are 3 to 4 persons who say yes. There are some persons who said cannot be determined. Can I just get the sound of yes who said it cannot be determined?
yes.
Yes, we have one who say it cannot be determined. Any others?
Yes.
2 yes.
Yes.
3 yes. Only 3. We have 3, 6 plus
Yes.
1. Okay, 4 yes. We have around 5 yes. 6 yes. So we have around 11, okay, 12, 13 to 14 participants who are alive in around 40, I guess. I don't know what the other 26 are doing. Let them sleep if they are getting a good sleep. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Okay, fine. So the person who answered it as nephew, can I ask you why did you say it as nephew? Do you know what D is? Is he a boy or a girl? The one who answered it as nephew. Do you know whether D is boy or a girl?
No.
No. Then how could you say that person is nephew of A? When you don't know whether the D is boy or a girl, and you don't when you don't know whether D is boy or a girl, and you are asked a relation that is how is D related to A, you should simply tick it as cannot be determined. The persons who said cannot be determined, your answer is right. You cannot simply judge that as nephew or niece. You don't worry. The persons who said this as nephew, I had the same question which was asked in HRD as well, and I was the first person who said the answer as nephew as well. I got the doubt cleared when he explained to me. Now you guys got the doubt cleared when I explained it to you. So the answer is cannot be determined. Now if I say D is a boy, now the answer is nephew, sure. You guys got it? If I say how is D related to she is the father of D and D is a boy, if there is some extra thing which has been given, then the answer, if you give it as nephew, then it's right. You guys got it, right? The answer is cannot be determined. Now if I just twitch the question, how is A related to D? You don't have the options here, don't look at the options. How is A related to D? What will you answer?
Uncle.
Yeah.
Uncle.
You guys got it, right? Right, it's uncle. Are you guys saying the answer in 50-50 or with a full confidence that yes, it's uncle? I know 50-50. Why the better? Yeah, fine, not a problem. Now, this is a very simple type of question. This kind of question was asked in Infosys this year. This question was asked in Infosys. That's why I just gave you this question. Moving to the next question. These things, these kind of questions is typically a tough part of blood relations. If you guys can solve this, these kind of questions are asked around 2 to 3 questions in logical reasoning. These questions are commonly asked. Pointing to a photograph. When a boy was running in the park, a person pointing at the boy said, there are some things which comes like this. So these kind of questions are around 2 to 3 in both TCS as well as Infosys, and as well as Accenture as well. 2 to 3 will be common in Infosys, Accenture as well as TCS. So whenever you learn blood relations, don't skip this topic to learn, rather than you learning somewhere else. Now when I am teaching, I will be saying it to you, right? Now how to solve this kind of problem? Every time you solve any kind of problem, the first thing you guys should do is divide one part. He is the son, divide of the only son, divide of my mother. You guys divided it. Now this is the way how you divide, but whenever you do a problem like this, like pointing to a photograph, looking at a person, looking at the photo of a person, when you guys get a problem, always solve the problem from right to the left side. Now how you do this? There are many problems, there are not many problems except blood relations. Every problems are solved from left to right, right? Like you go from this part, okay, you do like this, in this way. But whenever you do problems on blood relations, mainly this kind of problems, you guys have to come from right to left. You got it? Now how to solve it? This is even easier. What you guys should do is, you should mark the last two relations of the question. See, son of my mother is the last two relation. Leave out this part. This part will be the answering part, which we should go through it later, not to see whole the question. Just solve this much of part at the very beginning. You guys need to show this much. I mean, you guys need to get a clarity of this part of question, so that you guys can solve the next part. Okay, the first part which we should solve is son of my mother. Now imagine yourself, whenever I say directions as well as blood relations, no matter whatever the person may be, imagine that person as you. If that person is a boy, no matter whatever his name is, commonly Suresh would be a boy, right? There is no girls called as Suresh. So imagine yourself as a boy. If you are a girl, if you are a boy, no need of imagining. I think everyone are boys here, if boys are there. So imagine yourself as Suresh and you need to solve this. Now whenever you solve this, imagining yourself as Suresh, can I get the answer for son of my mother? Who is son of my mother?
Suresh.
One more thing to add, guys. It is given only son of my mother. Even go through this. I'm sorry for skipping that part. Whenever it is given only son of my mother, if your mother has only daughter, that is, you guys are daughter of your mother and you are the only daughter, then whenever you say only daughter of my mother, it would be you, right? So in this question, only son of mother is none other than Suresh. So what you guys can do is, you reframe the question again. If you have a sheet of paper, what you guys should do is, wait a second, I'm sorry, I can't do this, this is a nonsense sheet. Okay, instead of only son of my mother, can I simply write it as the person name Suresh, right? If I write it sure, you will be thinking something else. Some names cannot be written in short form. Okay, so only son of my mother according to Suresh would be Suresh, right? You guys got it till now? Any doubt in this part? You guys can reply.
Can you please explain again?
Yeah, sure. Now, like from the very beginning, or only this part? The person who speak right now. Hi, you want the explanation from the very beginning or only this part? I mean, very beginning of the problem or only this part? Where did you go? Okay, Koyunai. I will start it from the very beginning. Whenever you solve this kind of question, you have to solve it from right to left. Point number 1. Point number 2. Always mark the last two relations of a person and find the answer for those two relations. In this question, pointed to a photograph of a boy, a person called as Suresh said, he is the only son of my mother. Now whenever it comes as only son of my mother and the person who is speaking is a male, we should get to know that the only son of the mother will be that person itself. So the only son of the mother for Suresh is none other than Suresh. So what you guys should do is, you just replace the question. In the place of the only son of my mother, in this place you just substitute it with Suresh. So what will this line be? He is the son of Suresh, right? Now this will be the statement which is which you get after solving the part, like after solving this first part. Now what is Suresh doing? Any doubt, guys? Someone has unmuted yourself.
No.
Okay. Now.
Yeah, please continue.
Okay, thank you. Now he's pointing to a photograph. Can you just unmute yourself so that? Thank you. Now pointing to a photograph of a boy, Suresh is speaking, right? So Suresh is looking to a boy and he is saying the boy in the photograph is the son of Suresh. Now who is the boy in the photograph basically? How he is related to Suresh?
Son.
Everyone got it? It's son. You got it right, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the person
Yes, son.
the person in the photograph is none other than Suresh's son. Now this part is cleared. You guys know that the person in the photograph is Suresh's son. Now what is the question? How is Suresh related to that boy? Now for that boy, how is Suresh related? It's not like how is the boy related to Suresh. If the question is how is the boy related to Suresh, then the answer will be son. Now the question is how is Suresh related to that boy? The answer will be, as you guys said, it's right. It's father. You guys got it? Everyone?
Yes.
ಯಾರಿಗೇನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? Anyone who is from non-Kannada, like who don't know Kannada, can just say don't know Kannada. ನಾನೇನು ಬೈಯಲ್ಲ, ಕನ್ನಡ ಕಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟು ಅಂತ. No problem of face. You guys got it right? Can I move to the next question?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Now can you guys just try it? Just try it down. This is a question which is like
Brother.
Oh, there is someone who has already solved.
Brother.
Point in, I didn't solve it. Wait, my friends. I don't know the answer. Only son of my grandfather is my Lata says. So Lata is a girl. So it's Lata's brother. He is the son of my brother. How is the man in the photograph related to Lata? Is that brother?
Yes.
Yes.
Uncle.
Uncle. We have one more question. Answers called as uncle. Any other answers? Let me try. He is the only son of my grandfather will be, for you guys, for you to clear something, Lata is not a boy. Lata is obviously a girl. So you can't take Lata. Imagine Lata as a boy. This is the common sense that you need. Only son of my grandfather will be Lata's father. Right. So only son of your father will be Lata's, either it will be Lata's elder brother or Lata's younger brother. Everyone got it? The one who said this as cousin or uncle or something. When you just substitute, what you guys do is when you get the final answer, that is only son of the father, grandfather as father, you just substitute here. Pointing to a photograph, Lata says he is the son of father. He is the son of Lata's father. So if a person is son of Lata's father, so that person should be either his elder brother or younger brother. If you don't have the option as elder or younger brother, you can just take it as brother. So we have some sharp minds running in the group. Great. When did you see the question? Suddenly after seeing the question, did you answer or did you see it before and you solved it? The one who answered. No sound.
Before seeing.
Before seeing the question. Acha, you knew the answer before? Wow.
Excuse me.
Yeah, sure. Huh?
Can you explain that again?
Yeah, sure. So, what the question basically is that, pointed to a photograph, Lata says, as I always say, just you just need to take this whole thing at the first part, as I always say, then take the last two conditions. Now the thing we should see is who is speaking or who is saying something. So the person here is Lata. Lata is a girl basically. Now they have not given whether he is a boy or a girl. He or she is a boy or a girl. You guys should know it because it's a common sense that by seeing the name you can say. If there is some names which cannot be decided, then it's up to the person who corrects it. So Lata is saying that the person in the photograph is the son of the only son of my grandfather. Now the only son of my grandfather would be Lata's father, right? Can it be possible that it's his uncle? No. Why am I saying it? No, it is not given as maternal grandfather. If it was given as maternal grandfather, there would be a chances that that person would be your mother's or Lata's mother's brother, right? Only son of maternal grandfather would be mother's brother, but it has been given only as grandfather. So when it is given as grandfather, it is a relation with respect to your father, not to your mother. So the only son of your grandfather can be your father because it is be given only son of grandfather, and it's also given as only son. Only son would be the only person who is given birth to you, birth to that girl called as Lata. So that person, the only son of grandfather, would be the father. Now pointing to a photograph, Lata says that person in the photograph, he is the son of, instead of using the only son of my grandfather, use the word as father. The person in the photograph is the son of Lata's father. Now if she is saying to something, it should be related to Lata, right? So that person in the photograph is the son of Lata's father. So who would be Lata's father? The person. And who would be the son of Lata's father? Would be Lata's brother. You got it? Now it cannot be cousin because father son cannot be cousin until you throw him out and say Nina Mappan Magalla anta. You guys, there are some elder sisters who always say to your younger brothers that you have been brought from a garbage. Even my sister do the same. It happens. Okay. You guys got the way of solving it, right?
Yes.
Everything is fine till that. You have any doubts regarding these two questions? Like how to group it?
No.
Fine. So okay, then I will be moving to the next thing. This is the second kind of question which is normally asked in blood relations. This is simply representing the relation between two persons using a symbol. It can either be plus minus, into, divided, or modulus or something, or it can be either dollar, at the rate of, or percentage or something else. They can be given in any symbols, but these symbols just represent something. It does not add or divide something. There are some persons who would feel that A plus B means A is the mother of B. If A plus B adds together, then it gives something. Not like that. It is just a part of representation. So the question is like, if A plus B means A is the mother of B, A minus B means A is the brother of B. Off is missing. A percentage B means A is the father of B, and A into B means A is the sister of B. Now the thing you should guys look through is here, when you take it as A plus B, now the person in the left hand side is related to the person in the right hand side in some mode, right? Now how this question works, if A plus B means A is the mother of B, that person in the left hand side is relation of the person in the right hand side. Some are there, whenever you solve these things, you will just mix it up. Sometimes what you guys do, if they have given you A plus B, you take it as B plus A. You may imagine that A plus B is equal to B plus A, so I can shift it out. You can't do this in blood relations. That is why I said you, the symbols are just for representation, they are not for solving. I mean, they are not like the real mathematical expressions. So here B is superimposing the A. It simply means that B is saying that the person in the left hand side, or the person who is called as A, is my relative in some cases, like in some other ways, like either it could be a mother or father or brother or sister. A is either my father, A is either my brother, A is either my sister, or A is either my mother. So this is the way where B is showing that person and saying he is relative of mine, rather than saying I am relative of his. So it is just like I am saying that you guys who are in this webinar are my juniors. He is from EC, she is from EC, he is from mechanical, she is from IS, he is from CS. Instead, you guys, this is what I do to you. This is how B is working. Here B is me, Karthik. A is you persons. You guys can be from EC, you guys can be from CS, you guys can be from EEE, you guys can be from mechanical or civil. This is how it works. Now, the question which is asked, you guys should know these relations. There may not be a chance that A plus B should be given in the question. You should just know relation, how the left hand side is related to the right hand side using the symbol. You guys got it? Now, if I just write for the same thing, if I write it as P plus Q, can you just tell me how is P related to Q? Anyone in the group? How is P related to Q?
Mother of Q. Is the mother of Q.
You guys got it right. This is how it works. It's right. P is the mother of U. Don't ever write it as Q is the mother of P until it is until it is given in the question in that way. It is not given in that way. It is given that left side person is the relative of the right side person. So just remember that logic. Now the question is asked, which of the following shows that P is the maternal uncle of Q? Now P is the maternal uncle of Q. So now what does maternal uncle of Q simply means? Q should have a mother. Imagine there is some mother, you don't know who the mother is. It is not necessary that Q should be a boy or a girl, because for every if you are a boy or a girl, your mother's brother will always be your maternal uncle. So Q should have a mother. I don't know who that mother is. Whose brother? Imagine you have a arrow. There may be a chances where they may not give about the relation between the woman and her husband as well. There may be some conditions where the question will be just relation between the mother and the child, not with the mother and the mother's husband. So there should be a person P who is a male. The person P should be maternal uncle of Q. You got it right, how it is maternal uncle. Now why have I written a single line? What does maternal uncle mean? It's mother's brother. Mother's brother is nothing but the relation between brothers and sisters. The relation between your mother and that person, the maternal uncle, is brother-sister relationship. So you write it with a single line. Now we should add two things here such that this condition satisfies. First thing you guys should do is you have to draw this thing at the very beginning. There may not be a chance that they will give you a condition for this place, but you should have a condition for this place to prove this. Until you don't have the relation which shows the relation of mother, it's not at all possible to do this. You guys got till here? Can we just move further?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, how to solve this kind of question is, there is two types of problem solving. One is solving using the question, and the type 2 is solving using the options. So this kind of question should be solved using the options, but you should not draw everything. You can just say the relation between those two things using the just option system. Now see, what does S percentage of P means? S percentage of P.
This is the father of.
So S is the father of P. Now, did you get the answer for the question you need? Will you get it?
No.
Because you have the relation between father and son, and one more condition is left. So you cannot get the answer because the relation should be with your mother. The relation of P should be with your mother, not with your father. So the option D cannot be right. So you can just remove it out. Go with option C. You can just come with option A as well. I will be going in the reverse option. Always solve the last part, as I said, right to left. In this question, you should read the first line as same as you read the normal questions, but in the options you should go from right to left. Now what is N into Q? N is the sister of Q. We don't need this relationship basically, but let us write it down. No, not a problem. Okay. What is the next thing? M plus N. Now what does that mean?
M is mother of
N.
M is the mother of N. Now if M is the mother of N, is that simply means M is also mother of Q?
Yes.
Yes, right. M is also mother of Q as well. Now what's the next thing? P minus M. What does that mean?
P is the brother of M.
Brother of N.
Did you get your answer now?
Yes.
Yes.
Now is P the maternal uncle of Q?
Yes.
Yes. So the answer will be option C. I will remove the remaining things. So the option will be C. Everyone got it right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Fine. We'll be moving to the next question then. Now, this is the thing. This is the main important part of blood relations. We'll be finishing it soon. It's already 7. As I said, we will be moving. The time will be around 7:30, 7:45 for these two topics. And the remaining we can do it very quickly. The remaining parts like coding and decoding and all. So the first thing we should do whenever you get such a topic is see the relations, divide it out. F is father of Q, divide it. P has only 2 children, divide it. Q is brother of R. R is daughter of P. A is the granddaughter of P. S is the father of A. Let us see the question later. First we will just solve the things. So first thing given is B is father of Q. So we will draw a line which represent husband and wife. We will draw a sub node. We should represent son and daughter. Whenever you draw one straight line again, because if you have 2 children, you may not just draw it again just by writing it at the center. You draw a line very before solving the problem. Someone may be at this position or not, or this position, but you draw it for your positive sake. It is given that B is the father of Q. We don't know whether Q is boy or a girl now. So we know there is a person B who is father of the person Q. So B should obviously be male. This part is completed. B has only 2 children. So according to this, the thing which I have written is correct. So I have just drawn 2 places. So the second condition I have also done it right. Q is the brother of R. Okay, we got a person who should be placed here as R. Now what is the relation between R and Q? Q is the brother of R. So Q should be a male. Now why did I write R directly here? Because whenever it comes as brother and sister, they have the common parents. Next thing, okay, I have done this. R is the daughter of P. Now, who is P? P should be the mother. You guys everyone got it right? Why did I write P here? And is R a girl or a boy? R is a girl.
R is a girl.
Because R is daughter of P. Why did I write P? Because since R and Q are brother and sisters, B is the father. If there is given a condition where R is a daughter of another person named P, and you have not given whether that P is either boy or a girl, it should be a mother in this condition. So you got till this point? Any doubts you guys can ask?
One more.
Yeah, you wanted once more? Yeah, fine. First thing which is given is B is the father of Q. You divide every part of the question so that you can solve it. B is the father of Q. So you write husband wife line and a sub node, and you represent a boy called as Q. You represent a person called as Q. You don't know whether it's boy or a girl at the beginning, but you know that B is the father of the person. So you write B with a single quote, which simply means B is a male and he has a child whose name is Q. And now it is also given that B has only 2 children, so it should be 2 persons at the sub node of the main node. Then it is given that Q is the brother of R, so the another person who is the child of B is R. So as it is given Q is the brother, you denote it by single dash. Then R is the daughter of P is given. Whenever it is given R is the daughter of P, it simply means that P is mother of R. So when P is mother of R, P also should be the mother of Q. Okay, there is nothing such that some different things you go through the society. That doesn't happen here. So R and Q both are the children of P and B. You got it? The person who asked it has doubt. Can I move further? Hello. Here you go.
Yes, you
What
can.
is the relation? A is the grandmother of P.
No, I didn't solve that part. I am just completed this part. I will be doing that. I asked you whether you completed till you got till this point.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Next, it is given as A is the granddaughter of P. Please unmute. Please mute. A is the granddaughter of P. So now it is asked as A is the granddaughter of P, and it is not given that whether P is the child of R and Q. Right? Now, if A is a granddaughter, what does that mean? P should have a boy or a girl who should be married and whose son or daughter is A. Daughter is A because it is given as granddaughter. P should have a granddaughter. It means one of these two has a subnode. You don't know which one has. Keep it in hold. Go for the next line. It is given as S is the father of A. Now, A is common in both these conditions, right? Now, when a new person S is introduced and he is a male and he is the father of this person, then that person may have been married to the girl child, the girl person, which is R, and the husband of R will be S, and the granddaughter of P or the child of A, child of S and R would be A. You guys got till here? Any doubt till this point? You guys can ask, but do it quick and quick. I need to solve the question number 8 of one person of the direction sense, so that if you guys got it, then I will go further. You guys got it? Any doubt? You can please ask. Don't just sit idle. Any doubt in any point, you guys can ask. If you have no doubt, say no doubt. Guys, please speak. Isn't my voice audible?
No doubts.
Okay, thank you.
ಬ್ರೋ
Yeah.
ಎಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
Okay, yes ಇಂದನಾ? Yes is the father of A.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎ ಇಸ್ ದ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡಾಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ.
One second. Okay, ಸರಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಎ ಇಸ್ ದ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡಾಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಕೇಳಿದವ್ರು ಯಾರು? ಪುನೀತ್, ಐ ಗೆಸ್. ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಎ ಇಸ್ ದ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡಾಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಿ, ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಎ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡಾಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಪಿಗೆ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡಾಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಪಿಯ ಮೊಮ್ಮಗಳು ಎ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಯಾರ ಮಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕೀಪ್ ದಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಇನ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್. ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ದಟ್ ಲೈನ್. ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ? ಎಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಾದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಎಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನೀವು ಈ ಪಾಠನ ತಗೋಬೇಡಿ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ. ಈ ಕಡೆ ಪಾಠನ ಬಿಟ್ಟುಬಿಡಿ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ, ಇದನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ. ಈ ಪಾಠನ ಬಿಟ್ಟಾಗ ಎಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಾದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಯಾರು ಇದ್ದಾರಾ ಇಷ್ಟರೊಳಗೆ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಎಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಬ್ಬ ನ್ಯೂ ಪರ್ಸನ್. ಅ ನ್ಯೂ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ, ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಆ ನ್ಯೂ ಪರ್ಸನ್ನು ಫಾದರ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ದ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ಹೀ ಈಸ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯಾರಿಡ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಅವ್ನು ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಒಂದು ಹುಡುಗಿ ಜೊತೆನೇ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಹುಡುಗ ಮದುವೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾವತ್ತು ಮಗು ಆಗಿರೋದು ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಆಗೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಎಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ, ಇಫ್ ಎಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾದರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಎ, ಸೊ ಹಿ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಮ್ಯಾರಿಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಅ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಆ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಯಾರು? ಆರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇವಾಗ? ಸೊ ಎಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆರಿನ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಹೇಳಿ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ?
ಎಸ್.
ಪುನೀತ್, ಯು ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್? ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಕೇಳಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಹಂಗೆ. ಎವ್ರಿವನ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್, ರೈಟ್? I am getting only 2 sounds rather than that.
Yes.
Oh, you have already answered it as option D. Sure. Now, you guys got till here. Now, what is the question? Ivaga ella part mugitu. Everything related to the question part is complete. The diagram part is complete. What is the main question asked? How is S related to Q? S ಗೂ Q ಗೂ ಏನು ಸಂಬಂಧ? How is S related to Q? It's not how is Q related to S. Don't mix the things up. Q ಗೆ S ಯಾವ ಥರ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಕ ಅಂತ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಕ್ಕನ ಅಥವಾ ತಂಗಿಯ ಗಂಡ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು ನಿಮಗೆ? ಭಾವನಾ?
ಬ್ರದರ್ ಇನ್
ಬಾವಂಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತೀರಾ? ಬ್ರದರ್ ಇನ್ ಲಾ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಇದು ಅಕ್ಕ ಅಥವಾ ತಂಗಿ ಯಾರು? ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎಲ್ಡರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆರ್ ಯಂಗರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್, ಡಸಂಟ್ ಕೇರ್. ದೇ ವೋಂಟ್ ಬಿ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಯಂಗರ್ ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ಡರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್, ದೇ ಬಿ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್. Husband of your sister would be brother-in-law. Everyone got it? Can we move to the next one?
Yes.
Yes, 1 yes. I need around 5 to 10 yes to move forward because we have 54 in the home. Okay. ಏನ ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ನೀವು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ನನಗೆ ಕೇಳು. ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್. These are the direction parts. Okay, we'll be moving to the last topic. I have not taken the options for this because I don't think the options are necessary. This question works in the same path. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೇಮ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಣ, ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಇಟ್. ಅಭಿಷೇಕ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮಿತಾಬ್ಸ್ ಫಾದರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್. ಗೈಸ್, ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ದೀಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಅಪಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡ್ರೈವ್ಸ್. ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗೋರು ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. ಅಮಿತಾಬ್ಸ್ ಫಾದರ್ಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸೇಫರ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಯು ಗೈಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಇಟ್. ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಟಫರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಟು ಯು ಹಿಯರ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಟಿ ನಿಮಗಿರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹೌ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್, ಅಭಿಷೇಕ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮಿತಾಬ್ಸ್ ಫಾದರ್ಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್. ಇದನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸನ್ ಆಫ್ ತೇಜಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ತೇಜಿ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮದರ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಕಾಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ತೇಜ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮಿತಾಬ್. ಈ ಥರ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ತೇಜಿ ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮದರ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಕಾಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮಿತಾಬ್ನ ವಿಕಾಸ್ನ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮದರ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರ. ಸೊ ತೇಜಿ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮದರ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಕಾಸ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮಿತಾಬ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಹರಿವಂಶ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾದರ್ ಆಫ್ ನೀಲಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹರಿವಂಶ್ ಇಸ್ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಾದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಭಿಷೇಕ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಗಾಟ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಡಿಡ್ಂಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಯು ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್. ತೇಜ್ ಇಸ್ ವೈಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಹರಿವಂಶ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಗಾಟ್ ಒನ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಇಯರ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ಲಿ. ಏನು, ತೇಜ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವೈಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಹರಿವಂಶ್ ಅಂತ ಅವನೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇಸ್ ಎನಿ ಒನ್ಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಹೆಚ್? ನೋ. ಸೊ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಹೆಚ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹರಿವಂಶ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ತೇಜ್. ಸೊ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಇವಾಗ ಯಾರ್ದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನೋಡಿಲಿ, ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸನ್ ಆಫ್ ತೇಜಿ and Tej is the mother of Vikas. So can you guys tell me what is the relation between Prakash and Vikas?
ಬ್ರದರ್.
Shabash, we have this active. I feel that everyone will join me in TCS. We will meet in Bangalore. Sigana. So you guys are right. The relationship between Prakash and Vikas will be brothers. So I'll be just taking it as P and V. Yeah. ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಟಿಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಇಷ್ಟರೊಳಗೆ? ನೀವು ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತಗೊಂತೀನಿ ನಾನು.
ಎಸ್.
ಡೋಂಟ್ ವರಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಜಿ ಡಿ ಎಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಮಾಕ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಮಾತಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ವಿ ವೋಂಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮಿತಾಬ್. ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ದ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮದರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮಿತಾಬ್? ತೇಜಿ ಈಸ್ ದ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮಿತಾಬ್. You just keep it in mind. No need of solving it at this point. We will just go with the other part. Now it is given, one more thing is given. Harivansh is the father of Neela and grandfather of Abhishek. Now where should I draw Neela? Somewhere around this part or at the other side is also fine. So how is Neela related to these two persons? That is Prakash and Vikas. Yes, it's sister. If you guys could solve all this using this quick of head, everything would be easy peasy. Now Neela is sister of Prakash and Vikas, and she is the daughter of Harivansh. If he is the daughter of Harivansh, she should be the daughter of Teji as well. Now who are left? Amitabh is left, Abhishek is left. Now Teji is given as the granddaughter of Amitabh, grandmother of Amitabh. So there is someone out here who have his or her son as Amitabh, and is there something given else? Father, sister. Abhishek is the son of Amitabh, father, sister. Yes. See, the more simpler you make the question, the quick you can solve. Now whenever you just come to this, whenever you come to this point, Why is this doing this nonsense? Yeah, now it's fine. Okay, whenever yeah now it will work, I guess. It's fine. Now this one not always kills me. Okay, it's like cockroach or mosquito in home. Now whenever you have the condition with two common names, look here, you have Amitabh out here, you have Amitabh out here, right? Now just take the relation between these two things at the very beginning. Amitabh's father's sister's son is Abhishek, right? It is a one condition, and the second condition which is works is Tej is grandmother of Amitabh. So you guys know Tej is the grandmother of Amitabh, right? So Amitabh should be either son of these three persons according to the second part, but according to the first part it is given Abhishek is the son of Amitabh's father's sister. So Amitabh's father's sister is given. Now who is Abhishek according to you? Who is Amitabh's father's sister? It would be Neela, right? So Abhishek would obviously be son of Neela. Very sorry, I think the length is very less. I will just pull it down. Sometime it won't work. My shit. This is why time moves on. Yeah. So you guys take the person's name as Abhishek. Now you got who is Abhishek at present. Now who is the person's name? It's Amitabh, right? So I'll be taking it as Abhi. Right. Now Abhishek is son of Neela, so you got the relation of Abhishek, right? Now the thing which is remaining is Amitabh. Now one thing that we know is Amitabh is either son of Prakash or Amitabh is either son of Vikas. We know this thing. And let's go to some other conditions where we could just find the relation between Amitabh and someone else if we have. Harivansh is the father of Neela, we got it, and grandfather of Abhishek. Okay, it's fine. Tej is the wife of Harivansh. Now, do you know anything can you draw something related to Amitabh? Can you draw it or should you leave it as it is? Like, can you draw it? Can you just say me according to the question whether Abhishek Amitabh is son of Prakash or Vikas? Anyone in this room who can say me the relation? Can you guys simply say me the relation between Amitabh? Is there any problem with the screen? Like, is this giving you a problem? Wait, I will just erase it off. Now, guys, can you say me who is the father of Amitabh? Is it either Prakash or Vikas? You can't say it, right? Because you don't have Vikas. Who is that who said Vikas? Can you say me how it's Vikas? I really don't know how it is, but if you guys know it, you can just tell me how it's Vikas. It's Amitabh's father's sister, right? So there are two persons whose sister is Neela. You cannot say whether it is father. His father is either Prakash or Vikas. And whenever you can't solve it, just go with the questions. If you do you have something which has in the question which has name as Amitabh? Question ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಅಮಿತಾಬ್ ಅನ್ನೋದೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇದೆಯಾ ಏನಾದರೂ? No, when you don't have it, don't try to solve the thing for Amitabh. Don't make your mind get into the pressure. Amitabh ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಥರ. Don't be a CID now. Let it be as it is. So now just go through the question and check that can you solve the answers of the question just by using this part. Don't include Amitabh. ಅವನು ಇವಾಗೆಲ್ಲೋ ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, ಕೊರೋನಾದೊಳಗೆ ಮನೆ ಬರೋಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. So what is the first question? Just check the answers according to this question, this diagram. What is the first question? How is Abhishek related to Teji?
Grandson.
Okay, the first answer is grandson. You guys are right. It is grandson. Can anyone say me the second answer? How is Vikas' wife?
Sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Sister-in-law.
Yes. Super. This is grandson, and this is sister-in-law. You guys got it right? Everyone got it? How to solve?
Yes.
If they have asked you related to one thing, that I would say, if they have asked you anything related to Amitabh, they will give you the correct like instances about him, who he is perfectly, whether he might have given some conditions like Amitabh's mother is a wife of Prakash, or Amitabh's mother is son of Vikas, or Prakash is the only person who has got married. Okay, they might have given such conditions to show whether he is the person of someone. I mean, he is a son of someone, but they have not given you anything related to Amitabh. They have just given the two conditions which you cannot solve. Right, so just regret it and go with the questions needed. You guys got till here? Any doubt till point?
No.
Anyone with any doubt?
No.
Fine. No, right? So this is all about the blood
No.
relations. Any doubt, guys? Hello?
No.
I felt. You guys solved the directions. The person who had doubt, did you take it down? I think I need to solve one more problem. That is question number 8. You guys got it? You guys got the blood relation topics, right? Any doubt in any problems? This is the kind of problems that you guys can expect. Nothing out of the... Yeah, hello.
Can you explain the first question?
First one.
Yes.
This one. Okay, fine. Okay, what was the question? If A is the brother of B, B is the sister of C, C is the father of D, how is D related to A? You just club the question into 3 or 4 different parts. We can club it into 3 parts. What is the first thing given? A is the brother of B, right? So we know whether A is boy or a girl just by this relation. We know A is the brother of B. So whenever it comes as brother and sister, take a straight line, don't take arrows. A is the brother, so you can take a single quote for A because he is a male. He is a brother of a person called as B, and we don't know whether B is a boy or girl in this condition. Now this part is finished. Go to the next part. It is given as B is the sister of C. B C ಯ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸಿ ಯ ಅಕ್ಕನೋ ತೆಂಗಿನ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ಎದರ್ ಎಲ್ಡರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆರ್ ಯಂಗರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್. ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅಕ್ಕನ ತೆಂಗಿನ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಕ್ಕನ ತೆಂಗಿನ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಶ್ಯೂರ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿ. Now we don't know whether C is a boy or a girl. So this thing got completed. We draw a straight line because it is a relationship between a person and a sister of that person. Next ಏನಿದೆ, C is the father of D ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. Whenever it comes as father and son relationship, you should take a sub node and you should take a single arrow. That should represent the son or the daughter. So C is the father of D. Whenever it comes as father, C should be a male. So C ಗೆ single dash ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಾ. ನಾವು ಹೌ ಇಸ್ ಡಿ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಎ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು? ಸಿ ಬಾಯ್ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು, ಸಿಗೆ ಡಿ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಡಿ ಮೇಲ ಫಿಮೇಲ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ವೆದರ್ ಡಿ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಮೇಲ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಫಿಮೇಲ್. ಇಫ್ ದೇ ಹವ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ವೆದರ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಆರ್ ಫಿಮೇಲ್. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಯು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋ ವಿತ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್? ಹೌ ಇಸ್ ಡಿ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಎ. ಸೊ ಡಿ ಏನ ಬಿನ ನಮಗೆ, ಡಿ ಮೇಲ ಫಿಮೇಲ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಡಿ ಎಗೆ ಏನು ಸಂಬಂಧ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಡಿ ಎಗೆ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು? ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟೂ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್? ಡೋಂಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಸನ್, ಐ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಯು ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಎ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿ. ಎಗೆ ಡಿ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಡಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಯು ಕುಡ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅಂಕಲ್, but it is given ಎಗೆ ಡಿ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು. You can't take it as nephew because that D is we don't know whether the D is boy or a girl. If it was a boy, nephew is correct. If it was a girl, niece is the correct answer. But you don't know whether D is boy or a girl, you should always go with cannot be determined. And imagine if you don't have option called as cannot be determined and you have option called as brother-in-law, you can straight away tick it as nephew if you have it as nephew. ಅಥವಾ ನೆಫ್ಯೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀಸ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಏನೊಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈಂಡ್ ಬದಲು ಅಂದರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟಿಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ನೀಸ್. ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈಂಡ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿ, ಇಲ್ಲದೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಾಯ್ ಆರ್ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಅಂತ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು. ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ನೋ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೆಫ್ಯೂ ಡಿ ಎಸ್ ನೀಸ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ಡಿ ಈಸ್. ಈ ಡಿ ಏನಂತ ತೋರಿಸಿದೆ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಫ್ಯೂ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನೀಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟು ವರಿ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, tick either nephew or niece, you will be getting the correct answer, you will be getting the marks for that answer. Okay, now you got the answer, you got it cleared, right? ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಹಲೋ, ಸೌಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಲೋ, ದ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಅ ಡೌಟ್. ಯಾಕಿದು ಡೌಟ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಓಡೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ. ಅದರ್ಸ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ರೈಟ್? ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅದರಲ್ಲಾದರೂ? ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ಯಲ್ವಾ? ಯಾಕೆ ಯಾರ್ದು ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ? ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಲಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಯು ಗಾಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ರೈಟ್? ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್? ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ಗೈಸ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಯಾರ್. ನಾನೊಬ್ಬನೇ ಉಸಿರು ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಥರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ. Guys, did you get the topic of blood relations? Yes or no? No one is responding. There's a problem my side. Like, is my voice audible? Okay, students are responding. My voice is also audible, so it's just because of my okay, I am not able to hear you. It's maybe my internet default problem. Sure, 1 second. What can I do for that? Raksha, just take me back to this group. I'll just exit and I will come back. No, just I will come back, like I will leave the group, I will leave the session and I will join it again. Yeah, now it's audible, guys. Now can you, anyone?
We can hear you.
Fine, now I got it. I think there was a network glitch between, don't know what just really happened. Yeah, any doubts now? Please respond it again.
I'm the one who asked the doubt.
Sure. You got.
I have some network, so I could not able to speak.
Now you got it right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. If you got
Thank
it, then
you.
it's good. Not a problem. Don't ask. Thanks, guys. Is there that person who asked the question number 8 as doubt in direction sense? Are you there? Direction sense ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡೌಟ್ ಕೇಳಿದಾರೆ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಎಸ್, ತೇಜಸ್ವಿನಿ ಎನ್ನಿ. Okay, I will be solving that question for you. I don't know whether the question is in my not. Let me check. Rakshat, if you have that, can you just share me that question please, because I don't have it in my laptop, I guess. My phone is not acting like an idiot. Rakshat, is my sound audible?
Yes.
Can you just share me that last question which I send you the screenshot?
Yeah.
You have the screenshot, right?
Yes.
Just share me that thing, please.
You send the 6th one, the screenshot.
Is that the same dot which you have? That's the last question, right, which I have sent you.
But you didn't send the last one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let me
Okay.
share the screen.
Sure. I have the question in that PDF, right? I'm sorry. Wait. I'll be sharing it. Oh, you will share it? Sure, thank you. Rakshat gets many messages. Not from this, I guess.
Yes, no.
Is this the question that you have doubt for, Tejaswini? Or the question which I solved in the
She has sent.
e-question? Papa, Guru
Yeah,
Angela?
this was the question. This was the question she
Okay,
sent.
the same
She
question.
cropped and sent.
The same question,
Okay,
sixth
let
one?
me show in that crystal.
Wait a second, I will share it. No, thank you, I will share it. I have that PDF with me.
Okay.
You can stop sharing. Sorry guys. You guys have any doubts with other topics related to placement preparations, you can ask me. I will be taking 10 minutes regarding to that as well. Until that, I will clear that Tejas finished out. Where is my 10 days boot camp? Date 1, the last one. Sixth one, right?
Now the other one. The assignment you gave, which you use Pythagoras theorem.
Pythagoras theorem. Did I give it in the assignment? Not this one?
Yes, eight question. 8.
Okay, in the what was that? Okay, in that the problematic thing which I gave you as an assignment, right? Fine. I got it. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. Okay, fine. Thank you. This one, right? I can't copy it. Okay. A person starts from the point A and travels 3 km eastwards to B and then turns left. Why can't I copy this? I have taken the print option. Fine. Can I just split the screen? Is this okay for you, Tejaswini? So that I could just see the question and come back to the screen. If you have the question, then it's even fine. You have the question with you? Okay, she is.
Yes.
Okay. 1 second. Okay, I will do it later. Basically, guys, really thanks for all of you. You guys are staying for around 40 to 50 are staying till the last point. Okay, where is that question? Okay, a person starts from point A and travels 3 km eastwards, right? So we'll be doing a part by part solving. Let me take a person who is starting from this point and is moving 3 km eastwards. Let's take it as 3 kilometers. What's next? To B and then turns left and travels thrice the distance to reach C. Yes, I knew this. You felt that any one of you must have this doubt. Now he has been moved from point A to point B. Which direction? Then he turns left and travels thrice, right? So left of him would be the north part. So he would have travelled thrice. So what would be thrice of 3? It would be 3 into 3.
9.
So it would be 9, yes. Thrice of 3 it is given. So thrice of the distance between A and B. So the distance between A and B is 3. So you take it as 3 into 3. Now, what is the next part? He again turns left and travels 5 times the distance he covered between A and B to reach the destination D. Again he takes a left turn. Again he moves to a certain distance. I don't know how these Unacademy people use this thing. This is an utter nonsense for me. I think they use touchpads. Yeah. So he will be moving to another place, distance T, which is 5 times the distance he moved from A to B. So it will be 5 into 3, which is nothing but 15. I am a bit slow in this writing process because I need to use my mouse pad. I am really sorry for that. Now, what is the question asked? Yeah, this is the diagram I guess that we should fill. the shortest distance between the starting point and the destination. Now this question was same as the one question which I have been given you in the problem. So you need to find this distance. What is the shorter distance called as in speed and velocity chapter? You guys have gone through the physics chapter, right? What is the shortest distance called as?
Straight line between
Yes, there is someone who was answering it in slow way.
straight line between two points.
Straight line or the shortest distance between 2 points is called as displacement. You are right. Person who said displacement. Okay. So they have asked you to find this, right? This is the unknown thing that you need to find. Now how does this work? Everything is one and the same. You just let me just draw it in shape as well. Now from this point take a straight line, join it till this point. Now I'm sorry, let it be red. I'll be going in black. Okay. Now if this distance from B to C is 9, the distance from, let me take this as any point. Who was the person who asked that out? Is what Tejaswini. So let me take it as T. So any point T, the distance between B and C will always be equal to distance between A and T. So if BC is equal to 9, AT will always be equal to, will also be equal to 9, right? You got it? Now if this is 9, this total distance, what is the total distance here?
15.
The total distance is 15. So in 15 you divide this part. What is this part? 3. You know this, right? Then the remaining part will be 15 minus 3. You might get the answer in square roots. So this is 12. Now whenever you solve this, you will be getting it as x square will be equal to 12 square plus 9 square. What's the answer you got?
15.
15.
You got it as 15. Everyone got the same, right?
Yes.
It will be 144 plus 81. That will be equal to 225. Yeah. So you got the answer as 15. Tejaswini, you got your doubts cleared? If you are testing it, then I could see. You got it right? I got it. Don't call me sir, basically, please. Guys, you can either call me brother, you can call me senior, you can call me anything else, you can call me by name. Don't call me as sir. I am not in such a position to get called as sir. So the doubt is clear, right? Fine then. So we'll end this like the second part of logical reasoning till here. Until then, let me take a printout for you guys so that you can keep it. The person who asked me to take it in a wide screen, is this good today? Is she there today?
Yes.
Is this good compared to the last thing?
Okay.
Fine. So I'll be sharing it into the screen. Yeah. Now any doubts? Any doubts, guys?
No.
Relating to the topic as well as related to something that you need to prepare, anything you guys need to ask, you guys can ask it. So let me close that and let me stop presenting. Yeah. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೇಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇದ್ದರೆ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಎನಿ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಯು ಗೈಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್. ಇಫ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಆಸ್ಕ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ದ ಸೆಷನ್. ಟುಮಾರೋ ರಕ್ಷತ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿಕೋಡಿಂಗ್. ಎಸ್ ನೀನಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ನಾನು. ಟುಮಾರೋ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್. Why can't you take class for such wonderful students? See how good they are responding. I think
no, I am interested, but parallelly I am working on different things.
Oh, so that's the reason why you're using that. You are the head of tech ethnic. I want you to be the CEO of Google, man. But Sundar, I want you to be the CEO of Google. But Sundar Pichai won't leave you.
I guess your blessings.
My blessings.
Let's see.
If I had that power, I would be CEO right now. There are some persons.
You are wishing.
Okay, I will bless everyone to be in a good position. I always do that. Anyone here who are really interested to join TCS? ಹೋದ್ರೆ TCS ಗೆ
Yes,
ಹೋಗಿ.
I'm.
We have one
Yes.
person. One.
Yes.
Yes. Other than TCS, you know what is the salary package of TCS for Ninja? 3.36 and digital is 5. Now I'll give an option. There's a company called as Rakuten. I think Nishant has taken the session. At the starting salary package of Rakuten is 4, and guess what? The system, the laptop that they'll be giving you to work is MacBook. And what TCS will be giving to you is Dell. Now answer me, how many of you are interested in joining TCS and how many of you are interested in joining Rakuten? In what would you like to work? Dell or MacBook? Now where did the TCSers go? One thing to remember, guys, I would really want to share you this. No matter whatever the salary package is, TCS will always remain the number 1 company or number 2 company. TCS will have the higher number of growth, higher number of chances that you get developed. There are very less chances that you could be thrown out of TCS as you have not been a good participant in some project. But whenever you go to some companies like Rakuten, Infosys, or AnglerFox, or some other like Robosoft, anyone who are interested to join Robosoft? Anyone have you heard about Robosoft and like to join?
Yes.
I know why you want to join, but you can't join basically because you are from a mechanical engineer. Robosoft don't hire mechanicals.
Yeah, but my sister recently got placed.
Okay, in which like zone? Udupi?
Yeah. Presently don't know, I guess. Still call it as
we have okay, you have to receive it. Where is he studying now? Which college?
Sahyadri, Bangalore.
ADR, okay, fine. Great. That's one of the wonderful colleges. The top salary package of Sahyadri ADR is Amazon, which pays them around 13 to 14 lakh per annum. And you guys have a placement drive called as Amazon if you are really good at coding. And if you are okay, we have one who is Shetty, great. If you guys are really good with coding, if you guys can ace in coding, and if you guys can answer everything regarding to the programming, Amazon SDE1, that is software development engineer role, will pay you a salary package of 31 lakh per annum at the very beginning. So if you are aiming for something great salary package, you need to work for at least 5 to 6 hours daily. Getting 31 lakh per annum salary package is equal to getting placed in UPSCs. So work hard. Are you guys like Rohit Kumar? Are you guys joining now or network ಏನಾರ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರಾ?
Yes, Karthik ji, I'm present.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರ ಇವಾಗ ಬಂದ್ರ ಅಂತ. You know Kannada, Rohit Kumar?
No,
Where are you from?
only Hindi or English.
Where are you from?
From Bihar.
अच्छा, बिहार से हो?
जी.
कैसा है वहाँ पर? कोरोना की रेट कुछ चल रहा है कि अभी कुछ है नहीं?
अभी तो सिचुएशन काफी डाउन में है, अभी कंट्रोल में है यहाँ पे, तो लॉकडाउन खुला हुआ है.
अच्छा, गाड़ी वाड़ी सब को खुला है कि?
हाँ, सब कुछ चल रहा है.
अच्छा ठीक है. कैसे आते हैं आप? ट्रेन में?
सॉरी,
आप अगर चिकमंगलोर, कौन सा कॉलेज में हो आप?
No. Harshpasta, did Harshpasta send you?
One second. What?
हाँ जी, मेरा ग्रेजुएशन कंप्लीट हो गया है.
अच्छा ओके.
या आप कैसे हैं?
Fine. Raksha, did you say something?
No, there is called Harsh from Bihar. Did he send a link to Rohit? I'm asking to him.
सॉरी,
Do you know Harsh Bhavna?
आपका नेटवर्क आवाज क्लियर आ नहीं रहा है.
कुछ हर्ष नाम का कोई आपका दोस्त है जिसने आपको लिंक भेजा है?
देखता हूँ मैं. आई थिंक लिंक तो आया था मुझे, तब तो मैं ज्वाइन कर पाया हूँ.
कैसा चल रहा है मतलब
I
सेशन?
guess
कुछ
he is the one.
कैसा चल रहा है? कुछ समझ में आ रहा है ना? अगर आपको हिंदी में भी अगर कुछ आंसर सभी चाहिए तो आप बता दीजिएगा.
अच्छा, मैं कहना चाह रहा था कि जो आप ब्लड रिलेशन जो क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर रहे थे ना,
अच्छा,
तो उसमें जो है मेल और फीमेल आप इंडिकेट करते तो ज्यादा बेहतर होता, लेकिन फिर भी मैं समझ गया आपने जो कहा.
ओके.
तो अगर मुझे बीच में डाउट था तो मैं वहाँ पे काफी प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था, तो मैं पूछ रहा था आपसे.
तो मैं
फिर
उसी रीजन से मैंने पहले एक बार पूछ लिया था कि इज देयर एनीवन हु इज नॉट फ्रॉम कर्नाटका? आई आस्क्ड इट, सो यू डिडंट रिप्लाई. कोई नहीं,
वैसे मैं समझ रहा हूँ आपको.
ठीक है. कल से मैं लाइक आई विल बी टेकिंग इन इंग्लिश.
Yes, sir.
नाउ एनीथिंग, एनीवन? Any doubts? No, okay, I was continuing with that question. Anyone who really wants to join TCS now? TCS ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಯಾರು ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? TCS ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
2, 3, wow, 4. Is that a girl present who is from Sringeri? Here she is. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so you guys really want to join TCS now? Okay, then the names are Tampita, Ankita, Shiva, and one more was Anvita Shekhar. Fine. Let me see whether I could see you guys in as my juniors, so that you guys can give me a treat in that place, right? ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದ್ವಿ ಹಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಿರಲ್ಲ. ಶ್ಯೂರ್. ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಒನ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಮಿ ಟ್ರೀಟ್. ಗ್ರೇಟ್. ರಕ್ಷತ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ, ಖರ್ಚು ಕಮ್ಮಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ನೋಡುವ.
ನಿನಗೆ ನಾಚಿಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡುವ ಅಂತ.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಂಗಲ್ಲ, ಜಾಬ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ.
Job purpose, then where will be going? Like anyone, okay, you are be doing higher education. Anyone who are planning to do higher education here? M.Tech. Except you can.
Not sure.
Anyone? See, we have that person who want to join TCS. Yes, we have that person who want, the same person who is going to do M.Tech. Are you planning for any government exams, madam? Miss Ankita Shekhar? Why can't you unmute yourself? Is there any disturbance behind you? No. We have that person speaking. Yeah. Chala.
I was planning for MS.
Okay, you are planning for MS. You are planning for TCS. Are you planning for something else?
No, only these two.
Okay. Now, are you planning for TCS or MS? Give me a clear clarity.
First, I want to join for TCS.
Fine.
Then work for my. Within 2 years, I should work for my MS.
Fine.
Then switch to that MS.
Okay, MS. What after MS? What will you do
Not
after?
yet.
Not yet
Not
decided.
yet planned.
Let me go to MS, then I'll plan. Okay, fine. Anyone who are planning to do the same thing, like work in some company, learn for something else, and then jump to some other sectors? Like someone like Anvita or me. Even I have the same plan. I'll be working in TCS for 2 years, I guess. Then I'll be going for engineering service exams. If I clear it, I'll be going to that position, or else I'll be continuing in TCS or jump to some other companies. So, okay, anyone who are interested to join in Infosys? Last 6 minutes left. We will end the session. It's already 8. ಹೊಡಿತೀರಾ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ ಗಿರಲೆಲ್ಲ ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು ಸಂಜೆ ಮೇಲಿಟ್ಟು. ಎನಿವನ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್ ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್? Serials, basically Kannada. Big Boss. Oh, I have Big Boss. Why am I thinking something else? Big Boss fans? No Big Boss fans.
Yes.
1,
Yes.
2.
Yes.
Nikita BL is texting me. Yes, 3, 4. See, whenever I asked anything related to placements, there was no response. See now. Anyone who are really interested to go into Big Boss? Into that house? No one. ಹೊರಗಡೆ ನೋಡಿ ಮಜಾ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದೇ ಖುಷಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? So that is why there is a joke. I'm really sorry to say this, just for fun. A boy asked a girl. ಹುಡುಗಿರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರ, I guess everyone know this answer. I mean the joke, there was a joke like ಹುಡುಗಿಯರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲೂ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಒಂದು ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. They work in every sector but not in one sector. You guys know the answer?
Fire station.
Yes, it's fire station. You know why? ಹುಡುಗಿರಿಗೆ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಹಚ್ಚಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಗೊತ್ತು, ಬೆಂಕಿ ಆರ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. I don't know that. I'm not blaming you, but I have just said the joke. This is why you guys reply. You see Big Boss? Yes. You want to go inside? No. Now, who is your favorite in Big Boss? Don't say Arvind KP or Divya Urgada. Except this, if any. Okay, we have Vaishnavi. This part is just for fun. Then, wait a second. I did not stop the recording. Basically.